Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rob Clayton, and thank you for joining me. Another whipsawed night was witnessed with the Australian dollar losing ground once again, dropping away from the top side of its range above 71 and now closer to 70 cents as the US dollar rebounds towards 110, a fresh 9-month high after the Federal Reserve held rates unchanged at 3.5 to 3 3/4 for the second straight meeting. The market's now pricing in possibly one cut for this year, seen in September, due to the rise in oil prices tied to the Iran conflict, which could see inflation risks elevate. Looking ahead, we now have the Australian labour data, which expects to see around 20,000 jobs added and an unemployment rate around 4.1%. Still keeping within inside this 69 to 71.5 range, towards the bottom side of its range, somewhere that is seen around 69 figure 35 could see a bounce. Technicals are buckled once again, so the bears are back in play. The euro also took a sudden dive and now looking towards the bottom side of its range, a key point at 113.5, as we can see here if I close this slightly. A key point, and do be aware of this level, because if we break it, then we would have to go back to the drawing board, because we could be looking down towards 111 as a potential target. But the technicals haven't fully confirmed the overnight sell-off, so let's see how we play into today. Let's see if 113.55.80 can hold, and if so, may get a bounce. All eyes look now towards the ECB's rate decision on Friday, which is widely expected to keep on hold. Looking to the top side, resistance comes in at 114.90. Turning to dollar yen, well, the market whipsaws again and back above 159. I'm still very much cautious at these levels in case we see a bull trap, and if so, could see a significant downturn. Sterling also rejects that trend line and now looking back to the bottom side of its range around 132.40 and reassess from there in case we get a break. Gold, well, the market's challenging this key level of 4,800, seen as major. If we see a break there, we could see a drop towards 4,700. So keep an eye on 4,800. However, we are oversold, but the trend is supporting a bit of a bear case here, and a very big candle that has filled the gap. So let's see if we can get a bounce. And turning to oil, once again, rebounds very aggressively and looking back to 100 again. I still like to keep out of this market. It's just still too whipsawed and very difficult to trade and high risk behind that as well. So I'd rather monitor the price action and look for opportunities. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me. As always, look out for the interest rate report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to the day.